All right, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday out there. Today is April 10th, 2026, and let's dive into our latest video. Taking a look at our regional map, and there is not much to talk about. We are quiet out there, and we're seeing a beautiful April evening out there. Now, if you want to find rain or any moisture, you're going to have to go all the way down into Oklahoma and New Mexico, where they have showers and thunderstorms and even severe weather. So, you're going to have to go quite a ways to find any kind of moisture out there. It is pretty dry out there. We have a high pressure over our region, and that's why we are dry out there. Temperature-wise, it has been a beautiful April day. We've been right about where we should be for this time of the year. For temperatures, we have been widespread in the 50s to low 60s. We are at 57 right now in Sioux Falls. That's right about where we should be for this time of the year. 57 as well in Aberdeen, 61 out in Pierre, 64 out in Rapid City, and 63 in Phillip. Down into Nebraska, we're at 64 in Chadron, we're at 57 in Valentine, 54 in North Platte, 55 in Grand Island, 57 in Norfolk. Into Iowa, we are also in the 50s overall. We're at 55 in Fort Dodge, 57 in Sioux City, 54 in Mason City, 54 in Des Moines. Up into Minnesota, we are also in the 50s. We are at 55 in Minneapolis, 54 in St. Cloud. We are at 57 in Marshall, 52 in Rochester. So we have been seeing a very typical April day. So we are going to jump ahead now and look at the latest details of your forecast ahead. All right, so we do have a couple of weather alerts to talk about. We have fire weather danger once again, unfortunately, for this weekend. Have a look at the map out in western South Dakota as well as western Nebraska. We are looking at more fire danger. Red flag warning in pink for southwestern South Dakota. This does include Rapid City and portions of the southern Black Hills, Hot Springs as well. And there is a fire weather watch in tan out in north central and western Nebraska. North Platte, Scottsbluff, Valentine, all included there. So reading off the red flag warning, it says the combo of gusty winds, dry ground, low humidity, and warm temps will result in critical fire weather conditions across these areas. All right, we're going to get back to our weather video in just a moment, but first, sponsorship opportunities out there. We are looking for sponsors, so if you are interested in partnering with T-Storm Chasers and becoming a sponsor with us, feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook page or any of our social platforms, as well as our email or phone number. And we're also launching our new weather call system that is available now. Highly recommend. Sign up. It's $15 for a whole year, and you get life-saving phone calls from us here at T-Storm Chasers. It is a GPS-based system, so any warnings that are issued in your area during severe weather events such as tornadoes, severe weather, and flood events, any warnings that are issued for your immediate area, you will receive a phone call within seconds from us at T-Storm Chasers, giving you guys life-saving information. If you're interested, sign up today. Go to the website at tscalert.org. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, so let's get right into the latest on the European model, taking a look at our future outlook. So as we head into tomorrow morning, already we could see some rain showers here across western Iowa into eastern Nebraska, maybe even into eastern and southeastern South Dakota. So Sioux Falls, don't be surprised to see a few sprinkles tomorrow morning. Now as we head into your day, on Saturday, we are looking at scattered rain here across Minnesota into Iowa. Now, also eastern Nebraska could also see scattered rain and thunderstorms, and we are seeing a marginal risk of severe weather. I'm going to get to those severe weather maps here in just a couple minutes, but we are seeing showers and thunderstorms as we head into tomorrow. Then as we head into Sunday, we are seeing kind of a break in the action, if you will. We're going to be seeing more rain and thunderstorms to our north, up into North Dakota, into northern Minnesota, maybe even Iowa as well, portions of Iowa. But overall, it looks like Sunday is actually going to be a pretty nice day. We're talking 70s and 80s for daytime highs, which, by the way, I'm going to get to the temperatures as well in a little while. So then as we head into your work week, as we head into Monday, low pressure develops here out west. and is going to slowly creep east as we go throughout the day on Monday, and that is going to set the stage for showers and thunderstorms for Monday. And have a look here. We have thunderstorm development around the Sioux Falls area tomorrow, Monday afternoon, and then by the evening hours, we could see some pretty strong thunderstorms across southern Minnesota into northern Iowa as we head into Monday and Monday evening. And so if you're in these areas, need to be getting prepared and watching very closely the weather, especially on Monday. It does look like Monday is our best shot for thunderstorms and severe weather across our region. And then on Tuesday, we are going to see more scattered showers and thunderstorm activity, as you can see here across South Dakota, widespread showers and thunderstorms as well into Minnesota and Iowa. Looks like another round of thunderstorms and even possibly severe weather for Tuesday. And then as we head into Wednesday, it looks like we could see another round of showers and thunderstorms mainly across Minnesota and Iowa, and then farther east into the Great Lakes area in the upper Midwest. So it does look like we are going to be entering a very active weather pattern starting tomorrow across our region and then lasting through next week. Now, what is going to be fueling these showers and thunderstorms? Well, have a look here at the latest dew point map here. This is going to show us where all of the potential energy is going to be for these thunderstorms. And the green and blue shaded colors on this map is where the humidity is going to be, as well as the available energy. So these dew points are going to be rising starting tomorrow. And here is the map for tomorrow. Dew points in the 50s and 60s across the region. That is going to be plenty enough to support thunderstorms. And then as we head into Sunday, you notice it does move and shift slightly to the east, but we are still looking at humid air across Iowa and Minnesota with dew points in the 50s and 60s. But then watch what happens on Monday. The dew points start to creep back to the west, and so eastern South Dakota, eastern Nebraska, into Minnesota and Iowa, we're seeing 50s and 60s for dew points. Even Sioux Falls could be in the low 60s by Monday for dew points, which that is plenty of humidity to support thunderstorms and even severe thunderstorms. And then as we head into Tuesday, the dew points will hang around. We'll continue to see 50s and 60s for dew points into Tuesday of next week for Iowa, Minnesota, and eastern South Dakota. So it does look like we are going to be seeing humid weather. So, we haven't really had that since last, probably late summer into the early fall of last year. So it has been quite a long time since we've had any kind of humidity around our region. And it looks like things are going to change here as we head into this weekend, into early next week. So get used to these maps. This is the Storm Prediction Center's severe weather outlook maps, and have a look at tomorrow. It does look like a lot of the severe weather, a lot of the worst of the severe weather is going to be way south down into Texas, but there is a marginal risk of severe weather for Nebraska, Iowa, even far southeastern South Dakota into southern Minnesota. So if you're in these areas in green, you guys need to be on alert for this for tomorrow. Sioux Falls is not included in the marginal, just the general thunderstorm outlook. And then on Sunday, we are looking at another risk here for severe weather. It does look like the worst of the severe weather is going to be down into Texas, Oklahoma, and southern Kansas, but we see another marginal risk in green for Sunday across eastern Nebraska into Iowa and also Minnesota. Sioux Falls is not included in this either. But Minneapolis down to Omaha and anywhere around these areas in green, be prepared for severe weather. And then on Monday, we are seeing yet another severe weather risk. This one looks to be the highest chance and probabilities for severe weather for our region. Have a look here. It goes all the way south into Texas, but you can see here the northern end of this risk is what includes our region, eastern Nebraska, far eastern South Dakota. Sioux Falls is right on the edge, and then it goes into southern Minnesota and goes into most of Iowa, and that is going to be something we're going to keep a very close eye on as we head into Monday, as again, it looks like Monday is going to be our best shot for thunderstorms and severe weather. And then on Tuesday, there is going to be another risk for severe weather, mainly across Iowa into southeastern Minnesota. but it's a very large outlook map. Look at this. It goes all the way from Texas all the way up into the upper Midwest Great Lakes region. So we're looking at another round of severe weather for Tuesday. So be ready if you are in these areas, especially our Iowa viewers. We're going to be seeing some pretty nasty weather early next week. And then even on Wednesday, there is another risk of severe weather next Wednesday. So this is the day 6 outlook, and it goes again from Texas all the way up into the Great Lakes, upper Midwest region towards the Chicago area. This does include far southeastern Nebraska into far southern and eastern Iowa. So Des Moines is included right on the edge, goes to Cedar Rapids, Davenport, all included. So we have multiple days, multiple rounds here of severe weather for several days in a row that we're going to be keeping a close eye on starting this weekend, but mainly into next week. All right, lastly, let's look at these temperature maps over the next several days. Starting tomorrow, we're going to be seeing that warm up, especially out west. We're going to warm things back up for your weekend. How about 70s and 80s out west? Rapid City could be close to 90 degrees. We are looking at 88 degrees for Rapid City, mid-70s for Pierre, low 60s for Aberdeen and Sioux Falls. Now Nebraska is also going to be warm into the 70s, and Minnesota and Iowa are going to be slightly cooler with 50s to low 60s. And then on Sunday, everyone gets warm, and we're going to be looking at widespread 70s and 80s across the entire region. 83 for Sioux Falls on Sunday. That is way above average for this time of the year. We're going to be back to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. 70s and 80s, a very nice warm forecast ahead here for Sunday. And then on Monday, we will see warm weather continuing, but again, it comes with that price of thunderstorms and severe weather, unfortunately. But we are looking at 70s and 80s once again for daytime highs, low 80s for Sioux Falls. That's plenty warm enough to support thunderstorms and even severe weather. And then on Tuesday, we are going to see that warm air continuing across Iowa, southern Minnesota, and eastern Nebraska, even southeastern South Dakota, with 70s and 80s once again. But you notice out west, it is going to cool off a little bit. We're talking low to mid-60s for areas out west. And then by the middle part of next week, looking at Wednesday, we are going to be seeing widespread 60s and low 70s across the region, low 70s for Sioux Falls and Aberdeen, as well as Pierre and Rapid City. Also 70s down into Nebraska and Iowa. So it does look like we're going to see a fairly nice day next week into Wednesday, temperature-wise. And then on Thursday of next week, the warm air continues. We're seeing widespread 60s and 70s across the region, even some low 80s down towards Sioux City, Yankton areas, maybe down into Nebraska as well. So it does look like we're going to be seeing more warm air, even into next Friday, although it does look like a week out from today, which is next Friday, we are going to start to finally cool down with temperatures falling into the 40s and 50s out to the west, but 60s to low 70s in the eastern half of the region. So it looks like by next Friday, we are going to start to cool things back down. But starting tomorrow, we're going to warm things up here, and it's going to last into next week. So that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like button, drop a comment down below. We want to hear from you guys, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and ring those notification bells so you don't miss any of our future videos. And also check us out on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok as well, so you don't miss any of our content over there. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend out there. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.